Welcome to Financial Health, a 5-minute conversation with Jason Weier of Weier Wealth Management, focusing on your current and future financial goals. This is Financial Health on WOMT.
Welcome to Financial Health here on WOMT. It's 1240 AM, 1079 FM. Happy Monday, Lakeshore, and happy Monday to Jason Weier. Jason, how are you today?
Good morning, Ian. Very good. Very good. What about yourself?
I'm doing very well. I will be honest with you. You have inspired me. I think I mentioned this when we first announced that you finished your book and everything. I'm actually going to try to write my own. So I'm trying.
Good for you.
But thank you.
I love it.
Yeah, but thank you very much for the inspiration, because I honestly, looking at you and Jason, we've been friends for a while now. Your day-to-day is just chock full of stuff. Honestly, you are a nonstop guy. And the fact that you were able to fit in writing a book and publishing it is, again, an inspiration. So with that being said, the title of the book.
Yeah.
Jason, let's let people know. The title of the book.
Oh, you don't know? I thought you did know.
No, I didn't know.
You want me to announce it? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll announce it. Financial Vital Signs. 6 financial vitals you need to monitor for a healthy retirement.
Oh.
See how we did that? Healthy retirement?
And then look at this, financial health. Very, very
Right.
nice.
The tie-in is right there. Maybe evident, maybe pretty obvious.
I cannot wait to dive into this. Obviously, I can imagine that we'll be taking, some excerpts from the book. Not that we aren't good here, but I'm just saying, you wrote the book, Jason. We might as well put it to use.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of practical knowledge in there, advice, suggestions. We actually pulled some real life client examples. So obviously without names, without specificity is the word. And but it gave some good examples of why these are the vitals that we established, because of the examples, the mishaps, if you will, of other people and how we learn from them.
And that's such a great idea, too, because, Jason, you and I both know everybody's financial history and financial status is really, everyone's different, and the fact that you bring real life examples into it, I think can make this much more relatable for everybody.
Yeah. And that's the intention, is that I think when we meet with clients, new clients to the firm, a lot of people think they're on an island, it's all by themselves, and it's just them that's experiencing whatever it is in their personal finances.
Yeah.
And the book is intended to say, you're not alone. Like this, it's challenging. There's no right answer, but it's a lot of decisions to make. You have to be intentional, but mishaps do occur. And, the financial advisor should be viewed as maybe the captain, we talked about that, a captain on the ship, or GPS coordinates.
There we go.
Trying to give you some guidance on this journey.
Yeah, no, and that's wonderful, Jason. And again, we will be diving into those financial vitals, the big 6, as we'll call them.
Yeah, the big 6.
The big 6, as
All
we'll
right.
call them. But Jason, I also want to talk about something a little bit more near and dear to my liver.
Your liver. Okay.
Your beer.
My beer. Oh, yes.
You got a beer.
Yeah.
That's,
so talk about time, right? And we have a business to run. We have 3 kids, a wife. I wrote a book, and then I'm like, might as well throw beer in there too, right? I mean, it's a natural next step.
It is. Yes, it is the progression there, Jason. So for those who don't know, let us know about Weier's private stock.
Have you tried it yet?
I have tried it.
It is amazing. I'm sorry, I'm biased, but I thought it's amazing.
I particularly enjoy it. I did not think it was going to be as strong as it is, but it is.
Do you want to tell the listeners what type it is? Do you remember what type it is?
It's is it bourbon barrel aged?
Yes.
So it's a bourbon barrel aged.
So it's got that robust maybe flavor that comes out.
Definitely. Let's just say this. It's definitely not one I would recommend shotgunning. It's more of a sipper.
Yes.
But it is.
Yeah.
It is
get the flavors out.
Exactly. So Jason, what led to the creation of this beer?
A lot of things, right? I mean, as you said, I might partake in a beer or two.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable. Of
course.
And I like that bourbon flavor within the beer, how it's infused. And really how it all came about was a joint sponsorship of Big Brothers Big Sisters. So Paul at Pet Skull, myself, went in and donated to Big Brothers Big Sisters, and through that joint effort, the prize, we'll say, is crafting my own beer. So I was able to talk with him on what I'm looking for. He would then basically source it, create it, and then we would then start looking at how do we make this a real thing. Then, of course, we have to come up with the name. And the name, I don't know if do you get the play on words, Ian? Should I write it out, or do you get the play on words?
Looking at it now, I think I see it.
I don't know. I thought it was a great tie-in.
No, and then stock too. Jason, I think it's a wonderful beer name, and honestly, I think it will pair well with a nice maybe filet. I think it'll also pair nice with your book.
My book.
I think
that was great. Great way to kind of wrap that all in.
Isn't it? I can't wait to have your beer and read your book. No, I'm serious.
By the fire. There we go.
That's called a Weier Wednesday. Jason, if anybody has any questions for you about the book, about the beer, about Weier Wealth Management in general, what's a good way to reach out to you?
Raising kids, running a business, anything. 920-242-9470. Website has a ton of resources. Weier Wealth Management.com. Weier is Weier.
Awesome. Jason, I'll talk to you next week. It's WOMT.
Securities offered through Advantax Investment Services, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Advantax Advisory Services. Insurance services offered through Advantax Insurance Agency. Views and opinions presented in this podcast are those of Jason Weier and not of Advantax Wealth Management or subsidiaries. Opinions voiced in this material are for general information only, not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. Performance reference is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All investing involves risk, including loss of principal. No strategy assures success or protects against loss. This is a hypothetical example. This is not representative of any specific investment advice. Your results may vary.
Financial Health is heard every Monday at approximately 11:20 with Jason Weier of Weier Wealth Management. Learn more online at weirwealthmanagement.com. You're listening to WOMT Radio, a Sea Hafer broadcasting station.